School counselors, how y'all feeling? Teachers, y'all all right? They're back or about to be back. And that means it's officially schedule change season. And if you work in a middle or high school, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hey friends, it's your girl, Dr. Kim, back with another page from A Year in the Life of a School Counselor. And if you've been enjoying these tips, don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. So last month, we talked about why New Year's Day for School Counselors begins in July. We reflected, we built our calendars, we got ourselves together, we were ready. And then August said, hold my Sprite. Because the students are here, and one of the first big challenges for many middle and high school counselors is what I like to call the great schedule change surge. Once schedules go live, the floodgates open. Now, some students have legitimate problems. Things like, I don't have a third period class, or I have 2 third period classes, so we definitely need to fix it. Or something like, I already passed this class. Yes, absolutely, needs to be fixed. But then we have the other requests. Things like, my best friend has a different lunch than I do. Or, I don't like that teacher. They give too much homework. Or, I want a PE 4th period. Or, my ex-boyfriend is in my class. Friends, we got to have a system because you cannot manage schedule change season, one student, one parent, one phone call, and one random hallway request at a time. So today, I'm sharing 5 things that can help you survive the great schedule change surge without allowing schedule change season to completely take over the beginning of your school year. Tip 1, before you change anything, make sure you've gone A to Z. Now, most veteran middle and high school counselors know this, but if you're new to the field, this is a very important tip. Before schedules go live, one of the things you can do is check every student's schedule. And when I say every student, I mean A to Z. Don't assume that because the computer generated a schedule, that the schedule makes sense. Look for the obvious problems before the students find them for you. Does every student have a complete schedule? Are there holes? Are there duplicate periods, duplicate courses, students placed in courses they've already taken, seniors missing something they need for graduation? And if you're a high school counselor, this is especially important because I'd rather discover a problem while I'm sitting quietly at my computer than discover it at open house with a student, a parent, 3 siblings, and a grandma standing at my table. That's a whole different kind of pressure. You don't want that smoke. And let me say this too. You are not going to catch everything. Let's establish that right now. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is to catch as much as you can before the surge begins. So before these schedules go live, you go A to Z. Your future self will thank you. Oh, and here's a pro tip. If you use PowerSchool, there's a report called the Student Schedule Listing that will print your student schedules as a report with about 10 schedules per page. It's a really great way to see the holes and the duplicates. Tip 2, create one schedule change process. Now hear me on this one. You need a process. Back in the day, we had paper forms. Students would come to the counseling office, pick up a form, took it home, got a parent to sign it, brought it back, hopefully. Today, many schools use Google Forms or some other electronic system. I don't really care which method you use. What matters is that there is a method, because here's what you do not want. One student emailed you, another student told you something in the hallway, a parent left a voicemail, a teacher put a sticky note on your door, somebody told your secretary to tell you, another child says, my mama said she emailed somebody. Who did she email? One process, one place, one system. That gives you a way to track your requests, prioritize genuine scheduling problems, and keep requests from getting lost in the sauce. And it also gives students and families clear directions. Tip 3, define what actually qualifies for a schedule change. This is where boundaries come in. Before students receive their schedules, determine what constitutes a legitimate schedule change and communicate it. A missing class? Yes. 2 classes scheduled during the same period? Absolutely. A student placed in the wrong course? We definitely need to look at that. But, oh, I changed my mind. My friend has another lunch. I heard that teacher gives a lot of homework. Those may be conversations, but they aren't automatically schedule changes. And here's something important. A request does not always require a yes. Sometimes, oftentimes, our job is to simply listen. There may be something underneath the request that we really need to know. Maybe there's anxiety. Maybe there's a peer conflict. Maybe the student is worried about whether they can handle the class. Maybe something else is happening. So I can hear you without necessarily changing your schedule. And sometimes the solution isn't a schedule change at all. Tip 4, set a window and then close it. Now, if your school allows schedule changes for the first 5 days or the first 7 days, whatever your window is, communicate it clearly. Students need to know, parents need to know, teachers need to know, administrators need to know. And then comes the hard part. When the window closes, close the window. Because if you don't, schedule change season will turn into schedule change semester. If you change one student's schedule, you'll have to change another student's schedule and another. And remember, whenever you change a schedule, you're potentially affecting class sizes, teacher rosters, lunch counts, and other pieces of the master schedule. Guys, this is not Tetris. We can't just keep moving little blocks around until everyone likes where they're landed. At some point, instruction has to begin. Students need stability. Teachers need stable rosters. And counselors, yeah, we need to move on with the rest of our program. Set the window, communicate the window, honor legitimate exceptions when necessary, but have a stopping point. And here's a bonus tip. Let's call it tip 4.5. Although quite frankly, it probably should have been tip 2. When you are creating your schedule change process, setting your criteria, establishing your deadlines, and deciding when the window is going to close, make sure you're doing all that in consultation with your admin team. We counselors can create all the rules we want. We can make the prettiest Google form. We can send the clearest email. We can say the schedule change window closes Friday at 4 p.m. But if Monday morning the principal says, go ahead and change it, well, there goes your process straight out the window. So before the floodgates open, make sure you and your admin team are on the same page. What qualifies for a schedule change? What doesn't? When does a window close? And this is a big one. Will they support the process when somebody pushes back? Because, oh yes, somebody will push back. Having your administrative support means that when you say, this is our process, it really is our process. Not just something the counseling department came up with. Get the buy-in early, get on the same page, and make sure your admin team has your back. And lastly, tip 5, create boundaries without creating barriers. Now this one is very important to me. During schedule change season, we can become so focused on controlling the traffic in the counseling office, we accidentally send the message, don't come to counseling. And that's not what we want. I remember telling some students not to come to the counseling office unless their schedules were actually broken. We gave instructions, teachers gave instructions, announcements were made, there was a process. But friends, you know the little angels, they're a cunning bunch, and somehow, some way, they always found their way into the counseling office. They slip past teachers, ignored the announcements, bypassed the process, and suddenly, there they were, standing at my door. And at some point, I have to give a little respect for their efforts. And I look at them and say, bravo, you made it to the next level of the game. Come on in. Now, am I changing your schedule? Probably not. But I'll listen. I'll help you think through the problem, and I'll see if there's another solution. I'll give you some encouragement, and depending on the day, you might even leave with a lollipop on your way out. Because systems should help us manage our work. They should never become barriers between us and the students we serve. We need systems that protect our time and allow students who genuinely need access to us. Eventually, the surge slows down, the lines get shorter, the emails become slightly less aggressive. Everyone has someone for third period, and you can finally look around and say, okay, we made it. But don't get too comfortable, because this is school counseling. There's always something next. Once the schedule change surge settles down, that's your opportunity to reset, return those phone calls, work through those emails, catch up on records, clean up whatever August left scattered across our office, and start preparing for the next phase of your school counseling program. Because schedules are important, but schedules are not your entire program. The goal is to get the logistical work under control so you can get back to the heart of what we do, serving students. So, here's your week 1 challenge. Before the floodgates fully open, or if they've already opened, before you completely lose your mind, take a look at your schedule change process. Ask yourself, do we have a system? Is it clear? Does everybody know how it works? Do we have boundaries? And are we still accessible to students who genuinely need us? If the answer to any of those questions is no, that's your opportunity to tighten things up. Because August is more than about surviving chaos. It's about creating systems that will help you manage the work all year long. Now, if you've survived a few schedule change seasons, I want to hear from you. What's the funniest, most creative reason a student has ever given you for wanting a schedule change? Keep it anonymous, of course, but drop it in the comments so we can laugh together. And maybe some of our new counselors will know what they're in for. And if this helped you, like the video, share it with your school counselor friends, and subscribe so you can continue this journey with me. Because we're walking through an entire school year together, month by month, story by story, lesson by lesson. And this is another page from a year in the life of a school counselor. Until next time, bye-bye.